Hi, my name's Tim Conley and we're here today in regards to the Newcombe medal player development video. So in the background you can see our athlete Leanne Cerner warming up. So Leanne is actually one of three athletes, or our third athlete, that we have attended the National Talent Development Camp, which was on the Gold Coast this year. So you can see Leanne is actually using the bungee cord, which we use for the kids to help develop with their wide base. So see here she's working a 4 drill. First one's a split, second one is stepping down the court to hit the shot. Third one is semi-open, cool, and then the last one she's going to have an open stance and hopefully change. So we just want you to do that once more. So she goes split with a recovery, cool, split, she's going to step down the court, cool. A third movement will be semi-open, good. We'd like her to keep her weight forward on that, and then her last will be open and then a recovery. As a continuation of our warm-up, Leanne is now actually performing those 3 strokes with using the different type of steps required. We're also working on her making sure that all these shots are hitting cross-court. So you'll see different stance as we go. So the first one, she's going to step down the court and take the ball on the rise. Second one, semi-open, cool, and with a little bit more shape. And then the third one, really trying to hit that ball with a lot of shape. So we'll just repeat this, where she has to do about 30 balls. Just get it from behind. Keep it semi-open. Good girl. That's it. Here we go. Good. Recover. That's it. Now let's into the ball. Good girl. Here we go. That's it. Semi-open. Come on. Semi-shape. Come on. A little bit more shape there. Come on. Right up here. Up. Good. That's the one. And again. Here we go. Step down the court. Good girl. And again. Shape. Good. A little bit open. Still step in. Here we go. Right up. Up. Okay. See Dan's hat? Try to get it over Dan's hat. Okay. On that last one's over Dan's hat. Good girl. And again. Ready. Shape. Good. And this last one over Dan's hat. Come on, up. Good. That's it. Good change. Next, come on, step in. Very good. You can see here that Leanne is really getting quite efficient at having sort of 3 different ball speeds, 3 different shapes. A lot higher than that one there, Lee. Go on, step down the court. Go, come on, 2 more. Go. Shape. Good. Up, up. Well done. So one of the parts that we found at the National Talent Development Camp with Leanne was that her contact point tended to be a little bit late, and also that her hip drive probably wasn't activating as early as what we would have liked through the swing. So what we're just going to do is, Lee, we'll just come back, Hunter, and we'll just get you to hit a few more forehands. So Leanne will just come back and hit a few more forehands. And so now we've just gone into the hitting component. So here we would be mixing up the different types of forehands that Leanne gets. And ideally we are trying to get her to hit more shots cross court at the moment. And that main reason is her natural swing tends to be down the line. So she is aware of where she does tend to miss. So what we're just going to do is, if we just come along here, we just have a look and let's see if we can start to see where her contact point is in relation to her body. So, you know, we really are trying to get her to get out in front. This ball we'd like her to step in. And she goes. We have also, with Lee at the moment, is really been encouraging her, even in practice at any time, to come to the net. So therefore she's not afraid to get that ball at a high point. So back she comes. She's a great trainer. She always runs between shots and everything like that. Okay, that was a really good contact point out in front there. She's stepping in. That's where we want that position. That's really improved over the last couple of months. So we can see there, really good. She can start to really hit through the court. Once again, we like that she's looking forward to coming into the net, always looking for that opportunity. So good. Good girl. Here we go. A few wide, Dan. Wide. So as we come a bit depth, we're also looking for Lee to change the shape of the ball, and she's getting a lot better at that. So she comes wider. So we just see if we can get her. Now she'll go forward. She'll move in, and that's a lovely shot that she started to really develop. That low moving forward, creating the underspin. So it gets wide, creates great spin. Good girl. Here we go. And now we'll get one down the middle to attack on. So she changed the shape. She's got that short one. Look to come forward. Like to come forward off that one next time, yeah? When it's short like that. So here we go. Ready? So when she goes, looking to come forward. And she's at the net. And always made it that she deserves. If you come to the net, you deserve a volley. Complete tennis, we actually have invested in what we call eye coaches. So we believe that we're the first in Australia to have some of these eye coaches, and where we have this positioned is probably a place where most players would go with a really open stance. But what we want them to be able to do is understand that a ball has many opportunities to address with your feet. So here you can see Leanne is there. She just worked with her semi-open. There she goes, she's working the open stance. But ideally, she can get behind the ball. We'd like just to get her to step in. So if we have a look, the great reference here is we can also see where the ball is, and so therefore where her contact point is. So there's her as she's stepping in. So if we're looking in relation to her feet to the baseline, that there, she's just sort of stepped over it. That ball's right on the baseline. We'd like her feet to finish on the fence side of the baseline, because otherwise then she's going to start to be a little bit cramped like that one. So Lee, can you just stop for a sec? So when you come out and you get that one step in, can you see if you can actually keep this foot here and then make contact? Because what you tend to do is get this foot up here, and then all of a sudden you've got this cramped feeling, and it's not because you're actually too close, it's because you're a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Cool? Here we go. Ready? Off you go. Good. Did that feel like you had a lot more room then?
Yeah.
Good. Cool. And again, back. So, all right, let's work your different stances still too. Okay, so we want you to think about all your different stances. Now, ideally, if Leanne can get behind the ball, we want her to get behind it and stepping in. But we really want her to understand that was a great contact, wasn't it? That ball felt light. One of the great things about these eye coaches is that when the kids hit it properly, the ball really spins quickly and it has that light feeling. You see there on that forehand, she could have got down a little bit lower. Good. So this is a training tool that we are using at the moment to really help the children with the different stances, therefore with the type of swings, and ultimately therefore shows them the different types of tactical implications their shots will have. So always with our, we just moved on to the serve. So the other part that Leanne that we highlighted was just her service consistency. Okay, so Leanne has a really good swing. But what we've found is that under pressure the serve can tend to break down. So we just have a couple of these generic exercises where we always warm up with, and this is about just creating a relaxed wrist and making sure we feel like the internal rotation from the shoulder and the arm accelerates. So, that we're actually accelerating at the right time. And then just move on to a coordinational exercise where we just side on. So Lee, let's make sure that you turn side on as if you're hitting a serve. Yeah, good. And then she's just really looking to bounce that down. Good. So, and accelerating at the right time. So the shoulders turning and accelerating. Very good. So from there, Lee then just and then just turn in. Yeah, and not trying to hit the ball to just get some timing. Feel like the ball is hitting the middle of the strings. Good, so let's hit up a little bit more, Leanne. Hit up, there we go, beautiful swing. The other part that we've really become focused on is limiting the use of the legs, particularly in the warm-up, in that, so the children and the players really start to understand that it's the arm that generate, tap two, yeah, good job. Is that the arms is what is the main generator of power in the serve. So one of the areas you can see, Leanne, she's got to keep remembering to hit up. As soon as she hits up, she's good. Do you agree?
Yeah.
As soon as you hit up, you're good. Well done. Okay, and Leanne is developing the basis of having an excellent serve. Still working on ball toss control. Cool. So. And still though, at this point, we don't want Leanne to be using any legs. So she's going to be making a swing without any legs. Okay, good. Good. Now the other part that we've been working with Leanne on here is that she's had a bit of a hitch in her serve. So you'll see as the racket comes towards her right leg, it tends to stop and lift. Oh, that time she swung it a lot better. It was a lot smoother, she remembered. So, you know, so we're just trying to get her to make it continuous. And she could tend to just get a little bit quick at the start of the swing. So, just to keep this movement continuous and flowing, what we've started to do is we just help Lee to push that up. And it can just get caught a little bit behind. So we're just going to be here, push it up, and then all of a sudden she's starting to be in a better trophy position. Now all of a sudden that ball starts to feel better again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Up. Good. So we just do this a couple of times. Now if you can really start to feel like you can accelerate as you hit the serve. Accelerate. Good. Okay, got to find some racket acceleration. Good. Well done. So now I'll just step away and hopefully Leanne will start to perform this. That's better. Good, it just got a little bit on top of you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Again. Good, keep that ball toss out in front, try to feel your weight. Going forward. So here we're probably, as Leanne's releasing, we talked about this when we're away, that Tensa can release sometimes with the weight on her back leg. We want to feel like the weight is actually on your front leg as you're releasing. So if you can go slow and then feel like your weight transferring onto your front leg as you release. Better. Good girl. Well done. Keep it slow. Let it flow. Good. And one more. Gotta love that serve. Well done. So what we started to introduce and start to focus on is Leanne now trying to really position her serve. So we actually call this the 4-inch serve. So what we're doing here is that we're trying to really develop Leanne's confidence about being able to change direction. And by being right up on close on the net, Leanne really can feel the direction of hitting the serves. Okay, make sure that ball toss is forward of you. So she's just hitting one serve to each direction as she goes. So there's T, and there is wide. Cool. So we want to try to get that a little bit wider. So, you know, quite often you hear with players under 12 talking about, oh, I can't place my serve. And it's really just trying to get them to develop that confidence. Good positioning. Well done. So, Dan, we might just get you to grab those couple of buckets if that's all right. So, just watch Leanne do this a couple more times. She's starting to really good. It's also just using the abbreviated swing. From there, we actually play a bit of a game. So Leanne wouldn't be able to move back until she actually has hit all those targets from up close to the net. And now, then she's actually got to do it from the service line. So what we want you to do now, Lee, is let's try to sort of make it a bit more continuous swing. So we want to create still abbreviated, not as big. Cool, and now we want to see wide. Right, so try to get it forward, but now she's going to switch sides. But we want always the athlete to be changing the direction after every serve. So there's T. Cool, and so if I'm watching this and I want to be able to tell exactly where the athlete is trying to serve. So we know from this one that Leanne was trying to go down the T, and from this, she's trying to go wide. So Leanne, just on that serve again there, can you just come back and hit? Can we see on the wide one, see if you can generate a little bit more slice? Okay, so just see if you can get some slice on it to take it wide. There we go, that was better. And again, so open the shoulders up, good. Tilt around the side. So we just get Leanne to do a couple more from here. So once again, that we'd like the athlete to be able to hit the target from here. Then what we do is we're just moving back. So as Leanne comes back. So now, one of the things that we tell the athletes that this is as hard as it gets. So it doesn't get any harder than this. So it doesn't get any harder than this. So this is where every player has to do it from. So the players start to take a little bit of solitude in that, well, you know, this is where I've got to eventually get to, but starting to develop confidence from closer in. Now, one of the things you can start to see is that Leanne's ball toss is tending to be back a little bit. So we're going to see if we can get her good, getting her contact point out in front. Good. Now, one part also that tends to has disappeared now is Leanne's probably lost a little bit of her rhythm, which we were really trying to get her to develop before when we were talking about our technical part. That's all right. Here we go. And again, down the T. And now go so forward. Trying to get this slice, remember, opening up your shoulders. So just one here, just stop there, Lee. Cool. So now we just want you to go wide. So now this time Leanne's got to think about her placement, but we're also going to work a little bit on her rhythm of her serve. Are you ready? Good, wide. Okay. Great serve. You like that. And again, so now we're going to go down the T. And again, just trying to go down the T. Don't be afraid to accelerate the racket. Down the T. Good. You might start to notice onto this side that Leanne isn't using much legs at all. And we have found that her legs tend to hurt her serve. So at the moment, we're really getting her to concentrate on her upper body swing. So let's go T. Okay, here we go. T. Beautiful serve. So as we're even, can you feel now, even with this rhythm that we're creating, you're also now getting better placement? You agree? Yeah, you're going to go wide, okay? Here we go. Well done. Good. And let's go to the other side again. So just got to remember, we've sort of highlighted that Leanne tends to, just stop for a second, one, tends to sort of lose it through this area here. It's about just keeping that a continuous linked motion. So by doing this, just a continuous linked motion. We're going T then? Good girl. There we go. Go wide. Well done. Cool. Let's switch sides again. Okay, so let's go T. Okay, let's go T. That's body. T. Okay, that's okay. Yeah? At least we know you're going, now we're going to go wide. Oh, and I could just feel in that last one, Leanne's arm got really heavy, that she didn't want to let that flow. So remember, just to let that flow, that's better. Look how much that flowed, didn't it? Yep. A lot better. I can really start to feel the weight in the cheese stick, depending on how much Leanne is trying to resist or pause in her swing. Very good. Well done. So one of the challenges that Leanne's finding at the moment is with the second serve. So just trying to slow her rhythm down and just to create a lot more shape on the second serve. So, you know, we're trying to get her at the start of the swing to keep it a continuous flowing motion rather than tending to have corners and getting a little bit sharp. Now, you know, this is something obviously when you're under pressure on the second serve that everyone relates to, that the players can get sharp. So we've sort of said things like, imagine that you're in slow motion, yeah, and things like that. So, you know, we want Lee to feel like she's in slow motion. Now that got very flat, so we want her to go, that got quicker again. So we want to see if she can keep it a continuous and flow. You ready? So I'm just gonna, ready, flow. And again, so just keeping that just slow. Good. Okay, and just starting to find some rhythm. I'm just going to get a racket here. Another one that we do just as a bit of a tempo, trying to work on some tempo. Dan, I'll get you to throw me a ball too. Is that okay? Yeah. Thanks. So hold on. Come, ready? So wedges that we do this exercise, you ready? So just try and go start at the same time so you can get the ball to land last in the service box. So you ready? Yeah. Go. I'm really good at this one. When you're over 40, you can always beat people by being slower at things. Ready? Go. That was better. Good. And again, one more. So we're just working on some rhythm. Target ready, and now you try. So let's feel like you're really in slow motion here, Lee. Really in slow motion. Well done. Now this is a hard thing to do when you know you're under pressure and you're playing, isn't it? You want to get, yeah. Beautiful looking serve. That was a really good looking serve. Oh, that one got. Did you feel that one get quicker? Yeah. The left arm got a lot quicker that time. Yeah. Let's just keep that rhythm. Did that one get quicker? Yeah. Yes. Let's try to find that rhythm. Well done. Very good. Good girl. And one thing obviously Leanne's really good at is her split step, and we have tried to be quite innovative in regards to the type of different apparatus that we're using. So the Bosu ball we introduced into the program about 6 months ago, and really helping with the split step where they land, they go back round a little step and recover. So and you watch Leanne just as she does this, will step with a different leg each time, and then she creates a split step. She actually has an extremely good wide base. Sometimes it can disappear as the rallies get longer, but on her return of serve, we're very impressed in how well she does time her split step. So look, just to finish with, I guess one of the things at the moment working with Leanne, which I really enjoy and all the other coaches really enjoy, is her work ethic. And it's something that she actually hasn't had to work hard at. Why do you work so hard? Do you know why? Do you like it?
Yeah. You
just do it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if there was one word that when you play tennis, what would it be to describe when you play tennis? What do you think when you're thinking you're going to play tennis? When you're sitting at school, what's one word that you think about? When you think about tennis. One word describes tennis to you.
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, and that's one of the things that, like, in every session that we have, is it pretty much fun?
Yeah.
I never yell at you, do I?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So, Leanne really has brought a new level of movement, dedication, and I really think that if she keeps progressing and what she's doing and being open to learning new things, that, you know, I think it's someone that really we could see a lot more of in the future.